What's up, y'all? Oh, the levels are good. The levels are good. Oh, man. What a week I've been having. What a week. Oh, man, yo. Let me just gather my, do a little housekeeping real quick. First and foremost, I hope you're doing well. Everybody watching, salute to the people who are watching. I see you, Hexican Lost in Asia. More Hex, salute. Z, salute. D-Raj, Doc, the good Doc. Greetings, Dr. Maury. Noonie, you already. You already know. Ah, man, you already know. Jason Smith, what's up? The title of this stream, I'm gonna tell you where the inspiration came from. What was it? The inner child. The inner child. The inner child. I see you, B Weezy. B Weezy said he's lurking. Lurking. Tails, what's up? I see the name of your moniker clearly now. Tail 7. Wow. It's gonna be a special stream where I can see Tail 7. There's not Tall, it's not Talus, it's Tails. You've also arrived, Tails. What's going on? What a week we've been having. First and foremost, I hope you're enjoying your day and that you have a prosperous day in mind, body, health, and spirit. Like whatever condition you're facing, adversity, challenges, may you find swift resolve. Now, I say that not because it's cliche and not to sound cool. It's because I recognize certain things about life that I do not take for granted. And I know and I understand as human beings, we go through our ups and downs daily. Okay? And when I start my streams, I don't have the mindset of it's all about me. I also envision and aspire and hope that people can conquer and work through their obstacles and challenges. Because I'm not the only one out here facing challenges. You know? And when you're an adult, a responsible thinking person, when you're a thinking man, when you're a man, an adult, you become personally responsible and accountable for your decisions. That's really what's so obscure about that concept. Is it a concept? Is it just left in the ether? Is it just left as something that we just say and don't follow? We don't adhere to these things? No, we do. We do. You know, we go through things. We face all types of experiences, all kinds of experiences, from childhood to adulthood. You know, what's crazy is some children never reach to experience adulthood. But those of us who have, some of us are so irresponsible. Some of us suffer from this fake sense of entitlement where we feel like the world owes us everything. This is why I've said this in the past, and I'll say it again. Where were these people born from? Where were they reared? How were they reared? Because it's not even about where, it's how. You could have been, living in a messed up environment, all types of conditions of poverty, destitution, misery, and hardship, and you could still succeed in life. We become affected and become a part of our environment and can still make it out and succeed and even remain in said environment and still succeed as adults, as thinking, conscious human beings, yo. Men. You're a man, be a man. I don't know if it's because of how I was raised and the generations before me, that it's just in my blood to just not live a life of making excuses. And being absent-minded and thinking just for today and forgetting about tomorrow. Al Merlos, I see you, man. He's always support, good supporter. Big dogs have arrived. Move. We in the building now, for sure. DJ Bomber, what's going on? For sure. Where have the men, like where do you lose sight? And at some point, I say, and this theme has come up for me in my professional life recently. This past month, we're in August now, so in July, this theme that I'm about to explain keeps arising about how the younger generations, like, they want to lump up everything that the millennials are X, Y, and Z. Generation Z is X, Y, and Z. Alpha's too young to make any real headway, any left or right now. But like, I don't like to live in a state of sort of like generalization and just because I can generalize when I'm explaining certain things, but I don't want to live in a state of stereotypical type of nonsense. Because it's not everyone in a group that performs a certain way. That's absent of order. That's absent of organization. That's absent of ethics. That's absence of morality, goodwill, fellowship, and principles. It's not everyone in every group, in every class, in every demographic that performs reckless, that's extremely greedy and selfish. You can't just cast a wide net and make blanket statements and it applies to every. No, I get that. I get all that. I get that. Because I could easily say, yo, the millennials are lazy. So are the people in Generation X. And I've also seen people older in my, the boomers too, exhibit absolute laziness, absolute absence of responsibility and all that. So it's not just about one class of people, one group, one generation. No, it's the human being. It's the person themselves that decide or maybe even choose to say, you know what, today I'm gonna live in a state of you only live once, everything is about me, and forget everything else. Everyone could just kick rocks. And I'm just gonna think about myself and be absolutely 100% selfish. Children behave that way. You're a child. Do you ever think at some point that just because you became an adult, your inner child turns off? Being a child is a part of who you are today. Did it just disappear? When you remember things that you used to do as a child, doesn't it resonate in your spirit? Like fond memories and attachments, it's still a part of you because it's still there. The energy of that inner child that's always curious, that's looking to learn, that's looking to see, looking to attach themselves, looking to align themselves with other people who are like-minded, like them. What do children see when a child is in a playground? One child is in a playground and another child comes along, different background, doesn't even look like you. What do you see? You see another child that in your spirit shows you that looks like you, and you want to gravitate towards a child. It doesn't matter what ethnicity, nationality, anything. You absent of all that. Them dumbass constraints that you become a part of when you grow up as an adult. But that dissipates when we get older. Well, it doesn't disappear. It's not gone forever. What we experience as children, we live out for the rest of our days. What we experience, good, bad, ugly, wicked, everything under the sun, still contributes to the sum total of who we are today and will be tomorrow for the rest of our days, right? Some people as adults, they choose to hold on to the spirit of the inner child when you're living an adult life. I don't care if you believe me or not. The actions show otherwise. The actions show the truth. It's evident. Tons of proof. It's not just here. I'm talking about stuff that applies wide scale. It's not just about crypto, because when crypto, what do you have? Who allows this to work? The people. Besides the fact that the math and code is programmed a certain way to exist and blah, 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 and function and operate, who lends these cryptocurrencies? Who lends these cryptocurrency tokens, blockchains, whatever, its value, its power? Who lends the faith to these things? Human beings, messed up, flawed, imperfect human beings. If we didn't believe in these things, it would have no value. It always goes back to the person. It always goes back to us and how we function, how we operate, how we use and transact, right? Using these computer scientific nonsense that we have right here, it gets captured on the blockchain. Everything that we decide to do on the blockchain stays on the blockchain. But it just captures a snapshot of what we do in our actual lives. It could capture someone's erratic decision making. It could capture someone's steadfast, committed, conservative, serious decision making, and everything in between. When you're going through real life situations, if you're not a strong person, you don't have a solid foundation, anything will make you panic. Anything will make you cry out for mommy. Because your feet are not solid. You're not standing on a strong ground. You're standing on quicksand. Your feet are solid, but your foundation isn't. What you're stepping on, you're falling through every day. You're barely making it. For whatever reason, people grow up in the ways they grow up. They don't learn lessons. They don't learn from the lessons. They face lessons. We all do. But we dismiss the teaching moments that are present in every lesson, good or bad, especially the ones that we consider bad. When the lessons show up as children, if we don't pay attention, we'll be doomed to repeat them over and over and over again because we didn't pay attention the first time or the second time or the third time, etc. Because we were too stubborn, obstinate, just careless, indifferent, irresponsible, reckless, completely selfish. And then after a while, you blame the world. Meanwhile, no personal accountability and responsibility was taken by yourself to say, oh, wait a minute. What could I have done differently? Why do I keep going through these issues? Why do I keep hitting a fucking brick wall? What is it that I'm not doing? What is it that I should be doing? What is it that I need to stop doing? So that I don't have to keep experiencing the same old stuff over and over and over again. I'm missing something. And it doesn't just start in adulthood. It starts from being a child, bro. How many of us can say, how many, like, just think about it. We've been, you think of any situation, right? How many of us are familiar with people who lived very difficult lives, who lived hard lives, who had to live in the streets, literally live in the streets, had nobody in life? Are incarcerated, lost their freedom for the rest of their lives, who have lived in a state of destitution, desperation, extreme poverty for all of their lives. What is it that we learn vicariously through them? When we don't face those obstacles, what is it that we learn? Because the lessons are present in those situations too, outside of ourselves. So what is it that we vicariously learn? Say, oh, wait a minute. I want to avoid becoming, right? Living in those types of conditions. I want to avoid living on the street. I want to avoid losing my fucking freedom. I'm going to do things necessary to be present for my family. At minimum, if not for me, to be present for them. Who in their right mind, quote unquote, right mind, who in their rational mind, rational, logical mind, would make a decision to throw their life away? To commit crimes for the sake of committing crimes, thinking you can get away with it. Then discover, oh, you thought wrong. Who in their right mind would want to throw away their stability? Who in their right mind would want to throw away their prosperity? Who in their right mind would want to destroy their health? Health. You wake up today and you say, today you're going to destroy your health. You wake up today and today you say you're going to lose your home. You're going to lose everything. There goes your prosperity. So you wake up today and you're going to lose your way of earning a means to eat. There goes your stability and prosperity and health and everything under the sun. From being responsible, from being a rational, thinking person that takes personal accountability and is responsible for what they do. Thinking of sound mind. Are you not a child if you do otherwise? Are you not behaving like some rambunctious, right? Like just this person is just you out of sorts. You're out of sorts. What is wrong with you? Something's clearly wrong. It's not a judgment. It's absolute 100% observation. It's just what it is. If I behaved a certain way that was reckless, irresponsible, I have to deal with the consequences, just like everyone else does. No one owes me a thing. But others feel otherwise, that the world owes them everything. Show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. It's everything that's so complex that we make so difficult and hard to understand, and everything started from simple beginnings. Simple beginnings. Simple beginnings. People avoid truth because it's painful. The truth is painful. The truth, it brings the ugly out, but sometimes that is necessary to have ugly conversations with yourself. So then you can experience a breakthrough and not have to live in the confines of lies. You don't tell yourself the truth. You don't live in the truth. You're living in a state of lies. You're living in a state of deceit. You're deceiving yourself. Forget about everyone else who comes in contact with you. You're deceiving yourself. Maybe, perhaps, that's your way to cope. That's your way to manage a series of personal and internal conflicts. Doesn't necessarily mean that's the right way to go for the rest, moving on for the rest of your life. When do you evolve? When do you ascend? Giving up is not just checking out and just say, oh, I'm done with life. No, giving up is also when you decide to say, I'm not going to hold myself accountable. I'm not going to face the truth. I'm not going to face my reality. Because I'd rather live in a state of fantasy because it feels better. I'd rather stay in a state of illusion. I'd rather live in a state of emotion. 100%. Fleeting emotions. They're fleeting. I'd rather live in a state of feelings. This is what I'm going to do. This is what it's all about. I'd rather be emotionally erratic. Because you only live once. That is the attitude of a child. That is the mindset of a fucking baby. I give them a pass. I give the children a pass. They don't know any better. They're children. But adults, unless you're dealing with some type of developmental impairment, delay, cognitive delay, right? Your condition allows you to be low functioning. You get a pass. You deal with some type of mental struggles, you get a pass. That's not everyone's story, though. For some it is, but there's levels to everything. When you're an able-bodied human being, you're an adult. And you live in your life, making your own decisions for yourself. Making your decisions to be whatever, do whatever it is. You're living your life. You're experiencing the real wonders that life has in store for you. And all of a sudden, you face a hurdle. You face some type of blockage, an obstacle. Depending on how you deal with it, it can be a blockage or it could be something you overcome. But when you decide to just fall apart, cry, which could be natural reactions, right? Because we deal with shock in different ways. When you decide to just throw out rationality, and cry out for mommy, as a grown adult, need help, might be a natural reaction. Your inner child came out and say, hey, you're crying. You need that nurturing. You need that protection. You need that support, your inner child, because it's just there. You're panicking. You're in absolute distress. You don't know what you're going to do. You got to survive. by any means, in all means. But mommy ain't there. Daddy's not there. It's you. It's just you. It's you and whatever it is that you're facing. I don't have the secrets to life. I don't have the secrets to unlock the mysteries of life, yo. Common sense could be applied across the entire spectrum. Like all this, common sense could be applied. Forget about intelligence and all this extra stuff. No, they got nothing. Common sense. You living under a bridge, how would you feel, right? You living incarcerated, confined in a jail cell or a prison cell, how would you feel, right? You living in an isolation room, right? In a psychiatric facility, how would you feel, right? You living in complete, absolute mental and physical squalor, how would you really feel? None of it is pleasant. None of it. You're living in such a state of abject poverty. You love pain, and that's all because that's all you know. Because you only experience pain versus pleasure in every aspect. Since childhood. And you're still here. Let's say you made it through, right? Lived through all types of experiences, hardship, so deep and profound, you can't even utter the words. You can't even utter the words because somehow your defense mechanism allows you to shut down. When you even try to think, you may not even remember the extreme occurrences you've lived through as a child. But you're living with the effects, the residual effects, as an adult. And you're doing the best you can to put your best foot forward in life. So you've acquired a certain level of resilience. Most things can't break you anymore. Most things can't shake you. Most things can't move you in any direction because you lived through the shit. And you've decided as a person, as a human being, that you're no different than anyone else, but you deserve to live your life out, live your life to do the best you can, and then to possibly help someone else do the same. Where someone else comes to you with similar problems, or maybe even not so similar, but you help point them in the right direction just by lending your time, lending your words, maybe even doing something for them, offering support because you want to pay it forward because you made it through, you've succeeded. And you also, that's your way of giving back. And it has nothing to do with monetary value in some cases, because the money comes and goes. The money's nothing. But your time, your energy, the words you might have imparted, the acts, the good deeds that you might have done last a lifetime. They'll always remember that. Doesn't mean the money's temporal, that comes and goes. But those acts, right? That's long term. It's such a thing is so, it lasts so long. The good deeds, those deeds can be passed down for generations to come, even after you go through transition, even after you pass away, because the stories that'll be talked and shared about the goodwill you offered after you lived a life of hell will not only allow somebody to become somewhat immortalized in a way from the good work that they've done, but you also lift other people and their spirits of people you'll never meet ever again in your life because you've moved on. These people here, y'all. These people here. These people here. I'll let you finish that. And when I say these people, I'm talking about these people in this community here. What do you think they're about? Because after a while, it's not about the words anymore. It's not about what you're saying anymore. I don't care about your free speech. What's your free actions looking like? What are your actions looking like? I'm not in the business. I'm not in the business of consistently creating illusions and falsehood. I'm not in that type of business, y'all. Because I've learned I yield nothing from that, nothing positive at least. Ultimately, if I'm living in a state of illusions and falsehood, I pay the heaviest price. So why, as a thinking man, would I want to do that? Why would I get on the internet and show you an illusion of me living a fantasy life? What's the purpose behind that? To allow you as a viewer to believe that I'm doing something that's not even real. That I'm doing something that is potentially triggering you. making you feel like you're literally missing out, to allow you to feel less than, to allow you to potentially believe that you're inadequate because I'm living the quote unquote best life that I could live on the internet. I'm showing you luxury after luxury, after riches, after riches, after glamour, after glitz. So you can buy into me while I consistently draw from you by showing you something that's not even real. And let's say I do exist in a place, in a spirit, in a condition, in an environment where it's just lavish material gains everywhere. The lavish cars, lavish homes. I'm married, so I can't say lavish butt cheeks, but got spoils of everything that a person could want. Private jets, whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean internally that I'm happy. It doesn't necessarily mean internally that I could smile, look at myself in the mirror and say, I love me. When you die, all that shit stays here. You were empty when you were alive. How do you think you're going to be when you die? Because none of that shit made you happy, really. It was temporary, just like life. So you lived a life as if you were an empty shell. Showing off on the internet. Sending out mixed signals to show what? Because there's a price to pay for everything. And quiet as kept, folks, there's a price for everything. Make no mistake about it. While there's a price for everything, freedom costs. Okay, understand that freedom costs. Nothing is free in these systems, especially in these systems that we deal with. Nothing is free. Your attention is not free. Your time is not necessarily free. You have some people that live in the poorest nations and conditions in the world, that when you meet them, they will give you a plate of food if they have it and not think anything about it. And simply be grateful for your presence and not want anything in return. I've experienced that. And then you have folks that'll tell you they are the wealthiest person that you and I both know. Right? And be the absolute most frugal, selfish, and greedy souls that you know. Such is life. Such is life. You got to choose and decide, what would you rather be? Or find your position somewhere between those two outliers. People who have stained shirts They don't, they're barely, their slippers are so tattered and twisted. Shorts messed up. They got a pot, a big pot, a big pot of food. You come up on the scene, you foreigner. You're a foreigner. And they looking at you like you're God. And they will separate from the little that they have and offer you a meal, and they have nothing, and not want anything in return. From children to adults, and it's the child that's giving you the plate of food. It's the child that handed you the plate of food. Is this is absent in this community, yo. Like, make no mistakes about it. That's absent here. It's absent. I don't wish hardship on any soul unless you're villainous, you're wicked, and your head is just simply bad. Some people have bad heads. They have bad heads. And the people who have bad heads, who do bad things, need a place to go. Prison is necessary. Jail is necessary. Mental institutions and places are necessary because you simply have wicked people. Make no mistake about it, folks. Life ain't potpourri like that. Yeah. But I don't wish ill will, ill fate, misfortune, hardship on people. I don't do that. I've learned. I've learned. Been through a couple things. Learned. Don't wish for others what you wouldn't want to wish for yourself. If I want success for you, it's only because that's what I want for myself. I see people prancing around, been prancing around for years, talking that good talk. Snake oil salesman. Snake oil salesman. This is what they've done, is what they're born to do. They have a God-given gift to speak, to help you understand that there are things that you may or may not need in your life. And they know how to explain it. They know how to present it. They know how to educate others about it. They know how to sell it. There are people that have these gifts. They're gifts, but the gifts are misused in some cases, just like any other natural proclivity and talent and whatever it is that was bestowed upon us by the creator of all things. It's when you misuse your gifts. Huh? It's only right for you to face resistance, to face challenge, especially by others who are looking at you like, yo, you represented something that I believed in. You were selling me. You were selling me on these ideas and this beliefs and this system and et cetera, et cetera. This is what you did. You were marketing all these things. This is what you did. This is what you've done. It's what you continue to do. And you support your stance. You support it by showing me how you satisfy your lustful palate for luxury. You showing me it. You showing me very well. You drive great cars, expensive, beyond the reach of most people in this world. You live in the best homes and locales. You engage in social activities and events and functions. Very pricey is what you do. It's what you've done. And you allowed me to sort of understand that the spoils that you've received, that you're enjoying, came from this thing that you're selling me. Oh, okay. I see. I might take to it. I might not. Others can take to it. Others may not. But people have taken to it. And have not been able to yield the same spoils, the same luxurious material gains, the same opportunity to frolic, right? To mix and mingle and hobnob with the fake rich and wealthy. Huh? Not many people have been able to do that. You're obtaining items in this world that hold so much value that's out of reach for 99% of the people in this world. But you have it. You have it. And you're allowing me to understand that it's through practicing what you've done that's helped you reach those levels of success, reach those levels of monetary gains to purchase this luxurious lifestyle that you're selling and marketing to the world. Thank you, Westcott. Just showing love to the big homie. Subscribe. Appreciate you, man. You didn't have to do that, brother. And everybody here, you don't have to, I appreciate it though. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the viewers. I see y'all. Checks my pulse. Dots Child, Moondog, Tin Top, Ladani Amor, Coin Critic. I see y'all. I'm not understanding how, you set yourself apart from everybody else who claims to have been doing things in crypto that's good, but you set yourself apart by being, right? Practicing delayed gratification. You're so successful. And this is going to multiple heads. This is not just going to one person. Think about it, folks. This is going to multiple people. who've all sang the same song. They've sung the same song, yo. Telling the world, yo, we're staking 55-55. Delayed gratification. The market is volatile. Dips are in the game. Immutable code. No admin. All this stuff. You're waiting. All this stuff. Meanwhile, people are prancing, gallivanting all over the social media, showing you how rich and wealthy they are from the spoils of the delaying gratification, the buying into these coins, right? Allowed them, and at this point, they can't even say it's buying into Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and Inc. It's about buying into Hex. Buying into Hex has literally transformed your lives. It's transformed your lives, and you're showing it in the world. You're showing us, oh yeah, it did. Okay, yeah, man. I'd like to retire too. Sure. I'd like to know what it's like with this weird illusion of what it's like to, see millions. Oh yeah, why? Who wouldn't? Right? Because we keep getting beat in the head with inflation. We keep getting beat in the head with the dollar being devalued for over 100 years. We keep getting beat in the head with cost of living rising every single year, right? Who wouldn't want to use this opportunity to escape the financial legacy trap? We're tired. Oh, this right here can level us up. This crypto thing can level us up. Some Hex can help, balance the playing field. Maybe even help us do more things, free us from being in debt. Doing things that we love, free our lives from having to work jobs that we don't care for, but we're supposed to work these jobs to feed ourselves and, most importantly, our families. Oh, it can allow me to also continue to be a fucking adult and help be present for my loved ones and be accountable for them, to continue to protect them, to continue to provide, to continue to lead, to continue to guide. Because I'm not as present for them as I want to be, because I have these obligations I need to meet, because I'm away from the fucking home more than I'm actually home. And you mean to tell me this Hex token that you're saying I should believe in and have faith in, this code is going to help me alleviate some of these issues I got going on? It's going to give me some relief? Oh yeah, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. You don't think, how many people have bought into it? How many people have bought into let's do this? We still here. Haven't gone anywhere. Still here. But most of you who were here in the beginning, you knew what the game was because you were in crypto already before. You already were in crypto getting scammed left and right. You knew what the game was. It's not about just, you updated your worldview. I understand you updated your worldview, but it doesn't explain or give you an excuse. It doesn't give you an excuse to be a jerk. It doesn't give you an excuse to update your slithering ways. It doesn't give you an excuse to improperly read the room and touch and feel the sentiment. If you're always online, if you're always on social media, because this is how we keep in contact with each other. This is how we remain abreast of what's going on with this crypto stuff. There's no other way. So we have to be here, right? You should be able to check the temperature and see what's going on. And when you find like the temperature is all kinds of crazy, it's hot over here, it's super cold over there, it's warm in the middle, and everybody's all got everything going on. We're not the only ones that are crazy. We're not crazy. It's not that we're crazy. You try to make us feel like we're crazy, but we're not. It's you that's out of touch. You're not tapped in like you should be. Maybe you don't care because you're already rich, right? And then for his minions, right? That's still like in a sense, when I say minion, I'm talking about like, let's say RH. And for the people who still want to say they've been there, they, not still want to say, but that been around since the beginning, right? That don't understand the pushback that they're getting, that the people are giving when you keep talking about some sacrifice, some launching a coin, some donation, some this and that and this. People are tired. What is wrong with saying that? What is wrong with identifying the fact that folks are tired of the BS? It don't matter how legitimate it is. There's a such thing as, damn, man, wrong timing. There couldn't have been worse timing. How's the sentiment in this whole crypto thing right now in this blockchain community, DeFi, especially posting? How is the sentiment? Widespread. Lord, just take a tally. It's only the ones that understand and have been committed to practicing certain things that have stuck it out, that kept it real, and just continue to do what they're doing. But what's the sentiment overall? People are waiting to see what's going to happen. You're waiting to see some money come through. Folks are waiting. They don't want to expend more to give to places that it's never going to come back. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with what's wrong with not wanting to spread yourself super thin? You barely have it in the first place of DCA. And watching talking parrots talk to you about, oh yeah, you're not a crypto person. You're not a good person if you don't want to support this sacrifice, this movement, this whatever court situation, or now to bail people out. Yo, President Obama had to bail out the banks back in 2008, AIG and all them. This ain't that. This ain't that. This ain't that. Saying that. Does everything belong on the internet? Does everything belong on the internet? Every one of us, and I'm just going to throw it out there, every one of us, every single one of us are going through our own personal struggles. We could all identify. Do we make excuses? Some do. That we've seen in this community, they make a ton of excuses. That's why a lot of times I ask, yo, where were you raised from? Who raised you? Rhetorical question. But does everything belong on the internet. Man, my father, he tied his shoes, wore his belt, like shirt, hanging out with his people, his friends. They're like men, the man had his knuckles was just like, if I shook his hand, it felt like a cold piece of steel, yo. As a child, I touched this man's hand and wrinkled and shaved nails. He would shave his nails with a big razor, with the Gillette, with gem stars. That's how he would cut his nails. He cut his nails with a gem star, yo. Like I'm giving him a handshake or barely shaking his hand, and it's cold steel. It's like that's who he represented. I'm a fucking child. I'm touching my father's hand where I come from. I was swimming in his balls, and the man's hands are fucking steel. He's human, but you get my point. Shaving his nails. He's not using nail clip. He's using gem stars. Scared of that man. Terrified of that dude. That shit is absent today. Because all that helped me become who I am today. I'm not saying I'm better. I suffer from PTSD. I didn't fight any. Shout out to the military, the World War, veterans and people who serve this country. Much respect and salute, because I don't know what that's like. I know a different type of war, a different type of struggle. It's different. That I deal with every day. That many people deal with every day. And we still don't make excuses. Dude shaving his nails with gem star, like he's shaving, like he's like like peeling mangoes, pulling the skin and using a gem star to cut your fucking dude. Come on, man. And y'all today, prancing around doing all kinds of stuff. You caked up, you got all this money, all this there, you're doing all this lavish, and then something happens, you get in trouble, and it's help me, help, I need somebody, mommy, help, how, make it, what, and then you say it in public. Helps me understand a couple things. All y'all dancing on coffin, doing that weirdo shit. Listen, man, you pretended like it's this thing you had going on here, and it probably was. It dissipated. It's changed. You could have just went behind the scenes, bruh. Like, where's your network? I'm hearing from salespeople. People selling me, and consistently want to sell me some hex. Sell me the idea about some hex. Been trying to sell me this idea about some hex. Where's your network? You telling me about your net worth? You telling me you got bread upon bread, unleavened damn near bread, like you just man, you own bakeries, you got so much damn money. Where's your net worth? You plaster your net worth, where's your network? You plaster your net worth. Oh, I'm this and that, and I'm doing this and that. People in the community talking crazy about y'all, sharing all kinds of information. And it's not even lies. It's stuff that you've said. Like, unless, see, and I'm not going to even say it's not even lies. Forget about it's not even lies. It's about things that they've shared. there's things that they've said to what they're doing and how they enjoying their life, which in essence is not a bad thing to do. You're experiencing, you're enjoying, you're having good time, but you also have to understand you were a man, damn near I feel like saying allegedly, because you're acting like children. You're a man child doing it up as you should. But you need to be also a man child or a man adult when reality knocks on your door based on decisions you made. Who's bailing everyone else out in this in this on this blockchain? Who else? You don't think everybody else needs a bailout? Where's the stimmy? Where's the bailout stimmy? Where's the donation? Where's the sacrifice this? Where's all that, huh? You don't think everybody else needs a bailout? That been riding this bear all the way down to where we are? Huh? No, it's not that. It's never that. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. Why would that ever happen? Why would that? That's wishful thinking. That'll never happen. You know, it's crazy when folks say, you know, put yourself in other people's shoes, right? I've even said it. Like, put yourself in someone else's shoe just so you could help understand better the other person's point of view. Okay. So I'm going to put myself in a drug dealer's shoes. Okay. Right? My business is selling narcotics. Wholesale, fish scale, whatever sale. Right? What type of condition I should be living in? What type of mania, right? I have to develop this cold, sociopathic type of mentality, right? I have to induce psychosis to be this drug dealer, right? And I'm not talking about street level shit, right? So you want to be the head of an organization, huh? Right. Can't trust nobody. But you narcotics. Yeah. You definitely have to you paying off a whole bunch of people to operate. So your network is crazy. Damn near the Pope probably knows you too, right? So it's that. So I'm there, you know, you drug deal, this and that and this. I'm trying to understand the perspective, huh? Right. You got blood on your hands. Your great grandchildren got blood on their hands. That's how entrenched you are. Because this shit is like generations old. What you dealing with? You were just the next successor. Your great grandfather was running operation. That's how, embedded. Drug dealer. But you still drug dealer. Yeah. So when the day comes, knock, knock, knock. When niggas don't even knock down your door, they blow your door down and pull you out of whatever hole you're in to throw you in somewhere in a cage. In a cage? You gonna cry out for mommy? Maybe. And then after that, you scrambling because you want to survive. You don't want to be in the cage, huh? I get it. Did you not choose? Did you not choose? Did you not decide to engage in the activity of being a trafficker? Oh, so you want to have it both ways. Your sense of entitlement reached a certain level where you wanna not only have your cake and eat it too. You want to have the whole factory, huh? Asking for help. You want to pull favors because you're in trouble. Hmm? Might not see the light of day for a very long time, if ever. You want to pull favors. You panic. You're in a state of fear, extreme distress. Who can you call? Who can you reach out to? That's what you're looking for. Yeah, sure, panic. Never mind. Never mind how you were living in the free world when you were in the town. Never mind all that. Not only do you panic, but you tell the world that you need help. Where was your network? Huh? Where was your network? Don't you have a network? Doesn't money protect itself? Did you ever have the money? Or were you faking the funk? Help me understand something, people. Because in the drug, the trafficking, narcotics trafficker analogy, I mean, once they're in the clink, it's like, okay, many people know about it. Many people, because they're connected. And it doesn't mean the world has to know. Maybe if they are dignitaries and the Pope is aware of them, and the 13 and whatever elitists, the globalists are aware of them, maybe, okay, the world would then know to embarrass them, to humiliate them, to sacrifice them for different reasons, different cause. Maybe, sure, yeah. But don't you think they would have some type of connections privately that they could reach out for assistance because of their network? These people here, I don't understand. What are you plastering everything? You've been here since whenever. I got in this thing, top of 21, the beginning of early 2021. Started watching you do streams. And you were talking about how you were there and you came around, I think the beginning of 2020. You said in the stream, you opened your mouth and said, yo, you cashed out your 401k, you cashed out all this and that, and you dropped 50 racks on Hex early 2020. I think before Godwell entered entered and bought or did whatever he did. You got T-shares upon T-shares, like so much bigger thing. You identify that joint, Dream account, whatever account, Dream account, this account, that account, cool. So between then and now, or not just necessarily now, but then and 2-3 years after, you partying up, living it up, doing this, that, taking pictures with, the founder RH and all that, doing all that glamour and glitz, popping bottles left and right, rosy butt cheeks left and right, all kinds of stuff going on. Nice cars and whips, boats and all that. Lavish digs, all kinds of, oh yeah. Where was your network? You don't have a team behind you. You got to go to the internet and ask for help because you never had the team. The team never believed in you. That's what you're showing me? And there goes your community. There goes this community that people would be trying to, drill down on us. This whole thing about the community. Yo, for real, there's the community right there, yo. And then they put it on the internet, like, because you made everything public. Everything didn't have to be public. Let's say, yeah, blah blah blah, because it made the news and all that. Let the community find out later, whatever. But whatever. People panic. Don't you have your friends, your close network of friends? When I shook hands with you, took pictures with you, I thought those were your peoples. Your peoples couldn't stand in and just say, all right, we got you, bro. And do it in a as quiet as possible. I mean, come on. But there goes the community for you. There goes what y'all keep talking about, trying to tell me about a community, bro. You're trying to tell me about a community, bro. Where's the... Showing accounts that were worth over 150 million. What they said, 180 million, yo. The thing was up to 180 million. And what was raised? 7K, something 7K was raised so far towards your cause. And people are trying to wait and talk about when's the bail, when's the real bail. Yo, none of that needed to be public. None of that. None of that needed to be public. That's why I ask myself sometimes, where would these people raise? Who raised? Where did they come from? Like this is backwards to me. So it's like, yeah, now you're guilty before proven innocent because they got you locked up. It's like you got caught doing a crime. The criminal. You got that on your jacket right now. Like, okay, this and that and this. Like, it's bad right now, yo. It's bad look, This guy used to talk about optics, yo. Bad optics. This is bad optics. Like, come on, man. All around bad. All around. Terrible optics. Terrible. Who, and then the way and the reason the charges are so bizarre. Like, yo, son, like, what are you going? What you were popping? People talking reckless about you, man. You think I'm talking reckless? Oh, I know you're not listening to me, but like some people, you think I'm talking reckless? There are people talking reckless about him, doing memes and doing all kinds of wild stuff. Ruthless for real. Like, there's people that's out here, like, come on, man. Forget about just poking fun. It's not just about poking fun. It's about looking at things for what they are, man. You said you were uber rich. Where's your network? Where's your network? Because clearly you don't have net worth. That's crazy. What were you doing? Habitat for Hex? Building homes in some Hex and Caicos? What were you doing? Huh? And just being in some Hex and Caicos, like just being there, don't you need money? What are y'all talking about? Shit ain't adding up. It's not adding up. None of it is adding up. None of it makes sense. None of it. And the money protects itself. It doesn't matter where is derived from, how positive or it's just, that's all that's going on. They're trying to protect their own. But yo, man, sacrificial lamb, bro. That don't look like a sacrifice to you, bruh. It's like it's like a coin. It's like the first domino that's fallen, and the rest are gonna come talk. That's what's happening here, bro. That's crazy, bro. Y'all couldn't even keep that quiet as kept. You're like, what are you? I'm not even. What are you talking? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? It's like you might as well did an old school GoFundMe. Go to Facebook and do a GoFundMe for this person. You know what I mean? That's what it reminded me of. Like, yo, it's like, situation, this and that. GoFundMe. Could you raise X amount of dollars? They don't even know what they working with. They don't even know what type of money. Yo, it could have been like, yo, I got you, man. Just be quiet. Behind the scenes, keep it private as it can, even though it's gonna hit certain news. But yo, Turks and Caicos is not freaking Fox News. So whatever. Maybe somebody in the community, as crafty as people are, doing investigations on anything and everyone, someone will come out and pull it up. But yeah, it'd be like, yo, you saw what happened, this and that, that, and this. But for the most part, handle everything behind the scenes. These people want notoriety. These people want, it's like they care more about themselves and their reputation, right? Look at how good I am. Look at how I'm helping a friend. How many feathers should I add to my cap just for doing a good deed? Can you congratulate me? Huh? Love me. Love me. So next time I am doing another sacrifice or launch, right? What I did today validates my credibility, how I'm helping this person. That's what they look, that this is what it's about more than taking care of the person. They're taking care of their situation. That's what's become. A parade, a show. You're doing a good deed, just do the good deed behind the scenes. No one needs to know. You see how twisted these people are? You see how twisted these people are? By default, just if you can't handle, like, it's like these people, I don't know how, I just don't understand it. Like, sometimes don't put your business out there. Don't put your business out there, because I'll tell you what. This is the thing. When you ruin your reputation, I've said this already before. When like something happens and it tarnishes your brand, right? Whatever, your clout, your reputation, whatever you're doing, that stays with you. That stays with you. And the internet will never let you live that down. It won't let you live that down. You think people are going to look at him the same? All this braggadocious behavior, this pretentious, and I know dude don't even care about that. You want to get out of the cage if you're even in the cage, but you want to get out. You want to get out. But people are questioning that too, if this is even real. Folks are always going to think all kinds of stuff because you let the world know. It's almost like the world was going to find out eventually when it found out, but you went to the internet and you'll tell these, okay, somebody emergency end state. You go on Twitter and you're like, yo, it's about survival. It's survive, huh? Dude of all people too, bro. Met the guy. I don't know him. Met him. Real talk. Well, crazy, bro. Well, crazy, man. No. Whatever network you got, need to take care of you. And that's that, and keep it moving. Because I understand, as in life, you have all things good and all things bad. So you're gonna have the, shady sketch, take care of shady sketch. You're gonna have good people taking care of good people. Maybe you have those in between, but it is what it is, man. Because all this whole thing is all super sketch, man. What you doing moving around with ammo, like ammo, bro? Like what are you doing? Like how do you explain? Like come on, bro. You're not representing well for the millennials. You're not representing well for the millennials. You're not. That wasn't a good move for y'all. That was a strike. Millennials, sorry, you gotta take that L. That's crazy. That's crazy. See? Be careful. This is why when you don't know, like on your climb, on your ascension, when you climb into the top, the same people that you pass climbing to the top are the same people you're gonna come see when you're gonna see come crashing down. The same people you see on the way to the top are the same people you're gonna see when you come crashing down. The fall of grace. The fall of grace. Like, come on, man. Then the people supporting them is the thing. Like, they're getting support. Cool, you're getting support. You're getting support. But like the way, like, dude can't even read. RH, you don't even care about reading the room, huh? Huh? Richard don't even care about reading the room? Huh? See, this is the thing. Like I said, I onboarded somebody who went through something similar. I onboarded somebody who went through something similar. And I'm not, and this ain't about me. This ain't about me and how thorough I keep. None of that. None of that. None of that. The person held their own over the past couple years, dealing with the same situation. Same situation. And the reason why I say same situation is not because they got caught with ammo. They got caught with the hammer. So elsewhere, got caught with the hammer, thrown in the cage, and it's like, oh, he's trying to figure it out. 55 person. Hex all the way. Pulse chain all the way. Was going through this, started going through this. At the end of, got picked up. The fall of he caught the case in the end of the beginning, I think, of 22. End of 21, something like that. Like the how, yeah, I don't know. I want to say it was at the beginning of 22. Caught the case. Like, yo, you wilding. What are you doing? I gave him the same feedback and treatment, even more. Like, yo, you reckless with it, man. How come? What are you doing, bruh? And what's worse, in his homeland. You think, and then, yo, you know, places are corrupt. So, you know, you paying this one to pay that, pay this one, pay that, pay this one, pay that. So people could turn their heads around. Not that time. That shit didn't work. In your own homeland. That shit didn't even work. Had to deal with it for 2 years. Fighting the case. Real talk. Real fucking talk. Like fighting. And then the thing just got resolved this year. See me run to the fucking incident, talk about yo, I got an onboard situation, this and that. Yo, it's about survival and this and that and that and this. This one don't even, look, dude don't even, dude is by himself. I don't even know if he has children or a wife or family. My onboard, wife and kids. Doing something stupid. Got caught up. And had to hold it down. As a man. You think he wanted to be there? Come on, man. Oh, and what did I do to help? There wasn't anything I could do. I'm lying. There was something I could have done. Maybe a year after or a year and a half after when Pulse Chain launched, I could have created a sacrifice. I could have created a token launch. I could have created a donation. Right? And spoke about the narrative and spoke about the story, because apparently that's all it takes for you to do that, so that you could get the people to just send you money. I could have did that and have you all just send me money. That's what I could have done. Right? That's what it's looking like. People are doing these things and they don't care to understand that this is appearing to be a grift fest, a money grab fest. Whether the intentions and you know everything is intentional, good intentions or not, It's just opportunity to do a money grab left and right. Scam, rug pull festival left and right. That's what this all looks like. And like I said, I don't wish hardship on anybody. I don't wish hardship on a soul. But I find it very interesting. People pick and choose who they want to help. Meanwhile, everybody needs help. How you asking? I don't understand, right? Like you lying. You're a bunch of liars. Can't believe nothing they got going on. You panic and lie more. Doc D Raj, yo, I thought the same thing. I'm not even gonna hold. I'm not even lying to you when I thought the same thing. Like, yo, what are you worried about? You delayed gratification, right? Oh, so that makes it easy for you. In 12 years, you come out, you be straight. I thought the same thing last night. I was like, man, I thought the same thing, bro. I know it's crazy, but I'm like, oh, okay. You got saved from yourself. You got saved from yourself. Sometimes the creator works in mysterious ways. And through the incident now, you telling people that you don't have a bed to sleep on, you don't have a mattress. Like the conditions are crazy. It's prison, it's jail. Like, are you trying to appeal to the sensibilities of the weak so that they could just, feel bad for you, bruh? Like, this is crazy. This is all around sad. Make no mistake about it. I'm not trying to make light of this person's, plight. I'm not trying to make light of that. Hey, TX, I see you, man. Salute. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. You too, man. And everybody, I'd like everybody to enjoy their weekends as well, man. And thank y'all for rocking with me, y'all. I'm not wishing bad on anybody. Moondog, I see you. I see you, man. Just can't read everything at this time right now. But I see you, man. I'm gonna catch this on the replay too. I'm not trying to feel bad for people. No, I'm not saying. I said I'm not trying to make fun of the situation. Like, even though it's just weird, like because it's connected to so many things. I don't understand how people refuse to see and speak about how they really feel about this. Don't be drowned out by the voices of a few telling you to feel bad and to just not think and be a thinking person or be a conscious human being and just give money away. No, it ain't just about that, man. In a time like now, at this point, they have active sacrifices taking place, I hear. Active sacrifice. I don't know how true that is. Do your own research if you care. Active sacrifices taking place, man. Upwards of $174 million cumulative sacrifice monies were raised for Pulse Chain, bruh. Outside of RH, Pulse Chain and Pulse X sack stuff, yo. How many rugs have come and gone? The prices are low. Everything is down. And Mr. Bang Bang, like you Bang Bang, you Mr. Bang Bang. Dream account, this and that, and now you in this situation. You didn't have to let the world know. Tell your friends that you cool with, your rich friends. Tell your rich cohorts that you need help. And apparently, like how it's like people don't really like you like that because or they're not as rich as they wanted the world to believe. You raised $7,000 so far, $7,000. Not him raising it, but they so far they said as of this morning they just said $7,000. That's all posts on Twitter. 7,000 from your rich friends. And you know what's crazy? They treating it like it's a loan. They want the money because you're looking crazy. You're looking crazy. It's looking bad. Like it's looking bad. It looks bad all around. You getting yourself in jail for some ammunition that was in your bag. Yeah, what are you doing, bruh? You traveled the world. You're not a person who just started traveling either. What are you doing? And then telling the world about some emergency estate. Shouldn't your emergency estate cover you for something? About some survival? And then you reach out to community. Haven't even been around during the bear. You're not around like that. Making content like lending your time, energy, and you're not even around. And then all of a sudden, oh, come help me. I'm your guy. Remember, watch me bang bang dance and bang bang. My dancing bang bang dancing makes sense. Dream account. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and everybody like him. Them fast talking, right? My goodness, man. People that be talking so nice, this and that, and you're like, yo, what's the angle? You just waiting for the pitch. You waiting for the sales pitch, bro. You're misusing your gifts. You misuse your gifts, and now you have to sit down and repent as a result. And these people don't take any accountability and self-responsibility, yo. You have to sit down. You've been made to sit down. Who did that? Who made you sit down? Who added for you to sit down? Who added to the cause? Because after a while, the shenanigans, like, they have to stop. And when we think that we're absolved, we're bigger than bigger than life itself, in a sense. Life has a funny way of teaching us otherwise. Going back to the lessons again. The teaching moments derived from the lessons. That's what's happening over here, y'all. Consistent teaching moments. Consistent. I don't need to know who donated, right? It's not for the world to know. Y'all didn't need to know the story I shared because it wasn't for y'all to know. I ain't go into great detail like some of these people plaster on social media just so I can get paid, get an opportunity, get a cut, broker broker some type of deal on a fake altruistic deed, trying to help somebody, but I want to get paid from the action too? I don't want to do that. I could have done that, like many have already. It's capitalist society, right? You're an entrepreneur, right? You're a business person, right? Yeah. Get yours however you can, right? Yeah. Right? I can't, don't hate the game, don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Right? That attitude. That's what you find here. And if you challenge it, people, they resort to ad hominems. They resort to insults. They resort to, pejorative terms because they cannot address the truth and debunk the truth. Just, I'm not interested to launch stuff. It's just, that's me though. Anybody else who's doing it in school, just don't hurt the people. Once you're hurting the people, it's the issue. That's been my thing. I don't care what you got going on. Salute to you. Because you don't care about what I got going on like that. Right? Right? Salute to me. I don't care what you got going on. Do you. If you win in that way, do you. There's a ton of other blockchains, ton of other coins that got their own stuff going on. Why should I worry myself? Right? It doesn't make sense. Y'all win, keep winning. That's a great thing. But no, if you don't buy into whatever they're talking about, right? If you don't support whatever they got talking about, if you don't promote whatever they got talking about, you're a toxic maxi. Stupid. It's not about that. But that's what they'll tell you, to create, to be divisive and introduce stupidity like what you have over here. You can't make this up, man. Like you don't need to watch TV to see what's going on here. Look at, just come to Pulse Chain, the Twitter timeline, you'll be fully entertained. Everyone said Richard is more machine than man, twisted and evil. I hear you. Some people really feel that way, you see? Some people really feel that way. Salute to you, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He said Jedi Masters Associate Limited. Yeah, salute to you. It's what it is. Some people really feel that way. Like you just become something else. You're supporting like weird behavior, weird activities. Because that's all it is, not just words. You're supporting people who are behaving weird on and off chain. Particularly on chain though. These people are not buying these coins, yo. If they were, we see it reflected in the charts. Like I'm saying, when I say not literally, right? Figuratively speaking, in a sense where folks are selling more than they're buying. Folks are selling more than they are buying. They got the bag, they sold. They couldn't live out, what they sold with. So they're finding other ways to get to the bag by grifting. Like children. Instead of being an adult, being a responsible adult and finding a legitimate way to get a job. Or just finding a way to legitimately create a revenue. Create a job for yourself, go get a job, become an employee, independent contractor, do something. No. They want to find creative ways to launch a coin, to create a sacrifice project, to talk about a movement that they need money for, that never costs what the monies that they're raising for. Why the monies always exceed, right? A certain cap or certain whatever. Somebody's getting paid. Why? Because they're doing the work. Because it's a capitalist system. If you think otherwise, you're a communist. You're a socialist. Right? They're entrepreneurs, so they're trying to show you the way. They're trying to show you how they're doing it. Talk about giving tree. Richard really is a giving tree, man. He gave all these opportunities for these grifters to continuously grift, and they still are too selfish. They suffer from hubris, too prideful to even thank him on that level. They can't even thank the man on that level. Say, damn, Richard, thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to grift these people, man, or to create, opportunity to, sacrifice this and that. Generous community. Oh, the community's so generous. Oh, they're so generous. Thank you, Richard. They can't even do that. That's how greedy they are. Vilified. Telling you. Telling you. Telling you. No, see, I don't know if we got rugged. I don't know if we got rugged necessarily, but we're getting rugged. Rugging is taking place for sure. Let's always know that rugging is taking place for sure. Do you want to hold on or do you want to let go? But rugging is definitely taking place, has been taking place. They call it extracting value, you being exit liquidity, scam, rug pulls, all this. Rugging is actively taking place. And even now, the nuggets of truth that are coming out from other founders, other coin founders and builders have already started disseminating the truth, saying things like the flaw with Hex occurred with the people. Okay, one of the flaws, the failures of Hex occurred with when these people got all this money back in 21. They sold, and that's not the bad part, the fact of they selling. The bad part is not only did they continue to sell, which is their right to sell, they did not buy. They did not buy back. Once they were out, they were out. It was out. See you later. They didn't buy back and haven't been buying back. And if they have, it's not to the same levels that they initially bought that allowed them to see the money and the value that they saw. And that's been the problem with crypto, in my opinion. When you can't hold the attention of the people for a long period of time, right? It destroys the project. I don't care what you're talking about. If the people lose faith and have no interest in buying back, keeping their interest, they want to keep on buying, it's going to zero. It ain't working. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's just my opinion. Look at how, anything you could think of, any project you could think of, when the people stop buying back, they don't care how flawless the operation and uptime is. It doesn't matter how immutable the code is. It doesn't matter if it's permissionless, censorship resistant. None of that matters. No admin keys. None. If no one's using it anymore because no one wants to buy it, no one wants to, respect the value. No one sees any value. There's no faith in any of this anymore. It's zero. That's it. Slow moving forever. It's like a death knell. Like, people are treating Hex like, they don't believe that it'll ever see anything close to what it saw again. At this level, at these levels, there are people who do not believe Hex will reach where it's supposed to go because they don't like to zoom out. They don't care about zooming out. They don't care about the narrative or the story where, Hex is supposed to be better than Bitcoin. Look what Bitcoin's done in 15 and a half years. They don't care about all that. They don't care. They care about now. They care about today. They care about how they saw millions and will never believe that they could see millions again. They didn't have long-term conviction in the first place. They just got lucky. The majority, everybody got lucky. That's it. Yeah, you could have worked hard. You could have did your streaming. You could have talked about it. You could have put in a lot of energy and effort. But yeah, there's an element of luck present too, right? There's an element of luck because more people spent time in the bear, in the downturn, than those of you who stuck around and earned your millions and retired. There's more people who came in 21 in the sense where if you held on from 21 all the way till now, all the way till now, right? You suffered a bear. You suffered a downward price pressure. Crazy. Longer than the people who were there the first 623 days. So you can look at this in a whole bunch of different ways. 623 days, element of luck was there, right? Huh? People got lucky where they had liquid bags, huh? To dump. Okay? People were lucky where they did short stakes, huh? So that they could emergency end stake to dump. People were lucky where they could emergency end stake. They didn't care about the penalties because their bags yielded so much money. The value of the price of the coin yielded so much money. They don't care about the T-share that also went up 15,000x. They didn't care about that. They didn't even understand it the first 623 days. They could barely understand it. You see? They could barely understand it. They sold. There you got people who still in the community who have said on social media that they will continue to dump their hex on everybody's heads. That their heads are going to yield more hex than anyone else who comes behind them because of the amount of T-shares they have, and will repeatedly dump. Just because he didn't like the fact that people still wanted to support Richard Hart's coins. And you had this one of the main believers, huh? And that's their stance. And we know that's not going to be forever because what? After a while, your stake is going to run out. But this is the narrative, this is the message, this is the practice, and would say that he has sold the everything out of hex. He keeps selling hex all the time. This is what he does. You think the rest of them talk like that? And that's why I actually have to give that guy credit. At least you said the truth, that you're going to continue to dump. At least you said the truth. Most of them won't tell you the truth. You only see it in the charts. Look at what it's been right now. Look at what it's been. And Richard Hart didn't help with the whole E-hex, P-hex thing. But look at what it's been in the charts right now. No one cares about some hex like that. Not to the level that they did care 2-3 years ago. 4 years ago. For sure. That's why it's on to the next. It's extremely like whatever. I don't know if Richard thought that, he thought that the community really was trying to really appreciate delayed gratification and, that's changed or whatever. Maybe his not so present, he's not so present online as much anymore also caused these shifts, or maybe it's simply the people were just degenerate gamblers and lied to the world by telling the world about 55-55 when they were barely about a 9 to 5. Got rich, got lucky, so they got rich and they're out. And their riches though are running out. Their riches have allowed them to be broke. I have a mindset to really believe that most of them are broke now, yo. Most of them are broke because dude's network, who's locked up right now, allegedly locked up. I don't know for a fact. I don't know his business. I don't buy into everybody's story. I trust nobody out here. The story of him being locked up. Okay, yeah. Your network and all they could yield is 7K. You talk about millions. These people talk about they retired millions, and all they could yield is 7K in the public. You publicly saying this is what you're doing. You could have held your business, took care of your affairs and all of this in the private behind the scenes. Everybody didn't have to know this. And you're not helping everybody else who's struggling here, who've been holding on for 3 years, longer than y'all have. Especially y'all who bought in the first 623-day period and who've exited. There's people that got in that same year. They literally bought the top. And the fall will be 3 whole years since they bought the top. Right? 3 whole years. Been riding this bear longer than the first set that got in for the first 623 days, Because you can't say the first 623 days was a bear because it was in that period the thing went up to 10,000x since it launched. So that wasn't even a full bear. What was maybe the bear December 9th, December 2nd, 2019? Okay, that was a bear. And then when was Hex, what? After big payday, what, November of the following year? Maybe a year? Bear long, bear long period, maybe a year. Then the prices started to, climb, taking out a couple zeros here and there and this and that. Top of 21, it was, it's moving. Top of 21 to September or whenever it was of 2021, 50 cents, 55 cents. Yeah. So y'all didn't even have the first group that came in. They didn't even wait 3 years. They didn't have to wait 3 years during the bear, doing in a bear market. They didn't have to. They didn't go through what we're going through now. So this is different. Even though those that have been here in the beginning who still stuck this out, okay, they have a different understanding because they stuck it out. But some didn't. They bought early, they sold at the right time, made their profit, salute to them, and didn't come back in. But might have stuck around, right? Might have looked into some derivative coins, might have looked into some meme coins, might have, because they sacrificed a pulse trade, waited for pulse. They're not touching Hex no more. I don't know, man. I don't know. Not gonna stay too long. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm not even gonna say people got to do better, because that's just subjective in a way too. Do better how? Respect your inner child. There's a lot of stuff going on that your inner child went through that seethes through. But we got to be mindful of what's seething through. Because this right here, this right here, like, to me, could have been handled a totally different. Totally different. This could have been handled completely different, folks. And I don't know what Rich is going through. Clearly, there's something off with homeboy. I don't know what you going through, Richard Hart, but something's off with you. Something's off. It ain't about, yelling and insulting and all that. I'm just keeping it. I'm calling it how I see it on the internet. Something ain't right. I know, I understand the good in people. Like, you want to help people. I get it. You see somebody in duress, there's issues. Okay, you want to help. Make things a little better. Assist. Provide a hand. But at some point, when do you assess? When do you really read the room? And say, wait a minute. What's going on here? Before I put my neck out, Let me just kind of see what I'm dealing with, what's happening, what's going on. I'll tell y'all something, man. I'll tell y'all something. Like, sometimes you might feel like something is off, right? Like something is just not connecting with the person, with the situation that you're observing in life too. But like, especially online, you're like, yo, this is not adding up. And then when you hear other people say the same thing and you didn't talk to those other people and they're saying the same thing you've been feeling or been thinking to yourself, tell me how in this tapestry that we call life, how on God's green earth are the people going to be wrong for feeling how they feel based on what they observe? We got issues going on that you can identify from some issues you watching somebody having, like, yo, this problem, this not adding up, this is crazy right here, this that, and people are not speaking to each other, but people are having the same understanding, they're drawing the same conclusions, having the similar thoughts. Maybe, those are thinking other things that the other didn't think about, but the underlying message here is there is a problem. And those people are the problem. It's the people that's the problem. Something's off. Something's off, man. On the way to stardom and greatness. And I mean, I didn't think, like, when I thought about maximum pain, in order to receive these maximum gains, we have to go through some maximum pain. I wasn't really buying into it like that. Like, I'm like, does it really have to be weird like this? Because this is part of it. This is a part of the struggle. This is a part of the journey. It gotta be weird like this. And then for people to just like completely miscalculate, do such a gross miscalculation, but you land in jail. And not only do you land in, the person land in jail, but the person was like one of the main spokespersons, representatives, and examples of success in the community. You land in jail during the bear market lows, and you're asking people for money during the bear market lows. And it's a bad thing for people to question that. Make that make sense. I don't like what's going on, but that's me. Nobody cares what I like or don't like. Right? That's evident. That's the market. Like, market's gonna do what it's supposed to do, right? It don't mean I'm gonna support certain things. I'm not supporting foolishness. I aspire for greatness for everybody to be successful in what we do, but I don't have to support nonsense. Like, if that real talk, super real talk, like, that could be my son. If that was my son who was gallivanting, doing what this and that and this, and then you find yourself in jail, I'd be vehemently pissed. I'd be so vexed. But y'all wouldn't know. I wouldn't go to the internet. You understand? Like, I'd be heated. Like, what the F is wrong with your dumb ass? That's how I'd be. Oh, there's no time for tough love and this is it. Yo, if you're not a parent, you don't understand nothing, shut up. If you talking and your mouth twisted, whatever, your appearance is trash, shut up. Your brain cells ain't braining, shut up. Oh no. Oh no. You know what I mean? Like people can't talk. Oh, it's not time for no tough love. Shut up, pussy. Be a man. You don't understand. Just because I'm vehemently, lambasting, my son for just getting locked up for some stupid shit after you've been gallivanting in the world for 3 years, don't mean I'm not gonna do anything at all, but it's not for the world to know. You know what I mean? These men out here, these thoughtful, sensitive, they're foolish men out here. They wear panties on the social media timeline complaining about, oh no, you need to help. Now's not the time for tough love and all the you're crying. What are you? That's what I'm saying. Like the word, y'all need to toughen up for real, man. The world needs to be. Listen, man. You a man. You're supposed to be a man. That's how I feel. That's how I was taught. That's how I'm telling you, man. Was raised by a man who cut his nails with gem stars. If you're fortunate enough, blessed enough to even have children, and you're supposed to lead them, like how are you going to lead? You need to lead by example. It's a cold world out here, y'all. You damn right I'd be pissed. You damn right I'd be pissed. Had my child locked up in the jail. I think he was doing gallivanting, doing all kinds of stuff, and then you in jail for the dumbest reasons. I could understand if they just, the government just really shut him down because they're stupid and super corrupt. You understand? Like I could understand if the government doing, his ass in jail because they just want to target him. They just want to target him for whatever reason, and they corrupt and this and that, and mine is all the way innocent, got for no reason at all. They just picked him, for their reasons, but they completely innocent, got nothing. Just because of where they came from or how he looks or whatever, not because of some damn whatever contraband he got. What are y'all talking about, man? People crazy, man. I don't understand. What's going on here, what we have here, all this stuff going on, all this crazy stuff going on, and for you to be such a young person too, man, in your young 30s, early 30s, that people older than you looking up to you in a sense where I told you I'm in the workshop watching other people, old people in my generation, my group, watching him talk, teach the thing, him and the other guy doing the world tour, doing the tour, not necessarily the world, but yeah, they were touring the world. They're from Europe. They came to the States doing the tour. Young guy, you got your little fedora hat on, with your scarf game, and you talking bang, 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 and make sense, and bang, bang, T-share, the T-share, DXY, bang, bang, makes sense, everything makes sense. You teaching the people. Dream account and all this and that, you representing. Got your beads around your wrists, representing. And then you living your life. moved from northeast, went all the way to, southeast. Hey, living your life, doing all this, to letting the world know. Letting the world know. And Richard can't even read the room. Richard doing weird shit, can't even read the room. 2 years ago, you link up with some BitBoy crypto, and like, for what? I was talking about this back then. Somebody asked you, why are you doing that? And Richard shut him down like, yo, you nobody. This guy, BitBoy, got all the clout. Like, how's that worked out, bro? What the hell? And even now, forget that was 2 years ago. What about now? Like, yo, now you buying into the fake psychology of some influencer that founded conferences. You buying into that psychology? You falling into that? That's what it looks like, because you can't be the master of everything. No one person owns the knowledge and of everything. No one person in the world holds all the knowledge. You might want to make people believe you do, but you don't, sir. Not one soul in the world has all the knowledge infinite in that exists in the universe. So miss me with the nonsense. You haven't seen what this guy's done, the questionable stuff he's done. Meanwhile, you banished other people. You banished other people who even remotely sniffed and talked about another coin that they got involved with. On record, went on Twitter, but like, yo, I'm unfollowing so-and-so because they talk about some reflector token trash, and that's that. Now you fake updated your worldview because you got a blockchain now and you need people to come and be interested in all this, right? Generate interest. I get it. I get all that. Yeah. But one of your main people that you support, indirectly and openly support on Twitter, has done a lot of weird stuff this year on chain, and you still support this? Like, you weird, bro. You weird. Like, that's it, man. That's it, man. You weird, bro. Another one, like, yo, do you have parents, bro? I'm sorry, not if you have parents. Of course, we're born from parents. I'm saying you have children. Are you a parent? You have children? Like, folks, everybody can't have certain conversations. Everybody can't have certain conversations, bro. You solo dolo in the world. Your objective, your outlook, your journey is completely different from someone else who's not solo dolo. That's why I don't always align. I don't align 100% with Richard Hart and what he does, yo, because his paradigm is different than mine. It's not about some fucking product. Real talk, man. Even when it comes down to interpersonal relationships with women and family and parenthood and all that, yo, his paradigm doesn't fit mine. Zero. You want to socialize and identify with angry men who are angry at women and life. Everyone was born out of a divine canal, a divine hole, right? I don't care if you believe in it or not, but we were born out of a sacred hole, and then we're going to return into another sacred hole. You don't even know how to respect where you came from, literally, for real. You angry. These men out here that profess to be, alpha males, fake manosphere, nonsense, rhetoric, jargon, bullshit. Don't even know how to respect where they came from. So where do you think they're gonna go? Again, life has a funny way of humbling everybody. It doesn't feel good when you die from within. No. Never feels good. So having this attitude that, men and this and that, you the ultra man and this and that and that and this is what you do and this and that and that and this, you're falling so short. You're falling short on many levels. Just falling short. And it's okay to fall short because you're human. I fall short. But it's through falling short that I'm able to use my strengths to strengthen my weaknesses. I use my strengths to strengthen my weaknesses so I could just balance things out a little better for me. I don't listen to other men who all they want to do, right, is just fake reproduce, sow their seeds across the world and think that they're doing something. Think that they're doing something. So they seed across the world and they could barely trust themselves. Meanwhile, they dividing themselves in a bunch of different directions. For nothing. Expending valuable energy to go nowhere, end up nowhere. And then when you do find yourself reproducing, right? The people that the reflections of you, your seeds that you're reproducing, because you're absent, they can't stand you. So when you think that type of worldly, karmic type of divine energy that's going to come back to you, that form of divine justice, what do you think is going to return to you? But y'all want to buy into these men, right? These self-loathing men that hate women on every level. Meanwhile, how did they come out? Again, you want to buy into this narrative, right? Incorporate that shit into some type of fake crypto lifestyle too. Bullshit. Well, yeah. Not only did you come out of a divine hole and you're going back into a hole, while you're living in a way that's fucking disrespectful to where you came from, you're going to be put in a hole. I don't give a fuck if it's a prison or the wealthiest home mansion, because even your mansion could be a fucking prison. I don't give a fuck if it's something even environmental, because even your mind could be your own fucking prison. And that's what a lot of these people put themselves in. Be careful out here, folks. Be careful. Be careful. Do better, Richard. And a lot of these other people, I don't know what to say. But supporting weirdness shows me where the principles and the values lie among these folks. I'm out of here. Take care.